Hey everyone, John here, and have any of you guys seen one of these before? Chances are you have. This is an old safety razor. This is one that I bought. Actually, it's not an old one, this is a new one. I just went and bought it new the other day at the local grocery store for about $17 or $18. Been using it a couple days. I bought it really for a novelty just because I thought it was kind of cool where it's all machined brass and it's chrome plated. And you know, it's kind of like those old staplers. You know, have you ever seen those? They're like solid metal and they've got the chrome plating and they're just like really nice Cadillacs of staplers, those old ones, those old office staplers. And I just kind of got this as a novelty and because it looked kind of cool, but actually I've been using it and it is the best shave that I've ever gotten from any razor. Be it just your disposable cheap razors and your Bics to, you know, your Gillettes and your multi-blade razors. And I haven't used a cartridge razor in a while because they're just so expensive, and I always just had problems with them clogging with just the way, you know, whenever I shave my hairs just clog up and get stuck between the blades, and those sharp ends on that hair ends up grinding into my skin and causes irritation, and it's really just not a pleasant experience. So I got this to hope, you know, to try out too. I got it as a novelty, but I got it also to try out because I figured it would be less prone to clogging with use. And what you know, it is much less prone to clogging with use, and it's much more comfortable to use. But you will cut the shit out of yourself if you do not know what you're doing with one of these. Let's go ahead and take a look at this a little bit and let you see kind of how this works. So what we have here is when you receive one of these, it'll just be empty and it'll be closed up, and you have a little knob here on the bottom. We'll let this focus here. You have a little knob right here on the bottom that you twist, and you just twist it like this, and this side opens up. It's a butterfly opening mechanism. And you take your razor blade, which is very thin. Alright, you can see here. I'll go ahead and see if I can get to bend here. It's very thin and flexible, springy. You just place it right in there. And when you tighten it down, it actually bends the razor blade just a little bit to give it a little bit of an angle. And then you can take it and you're ready to shave with it. It's very simple. And it is very sharp and does a very good job. Now what's so nice about these is, like I said, it's the closest shave I've ever gotten from any razor blade before. And I think that's because the blade sits out a little bit more proud from the guard than what you get now, like with your disposable razors and things like that. The blades just aren't as proud. So this blade actually gets a little bit closer to the skin, and it cuts very close, cuts the hairs very close. But as a side effect of that, it'll cut the crap out of you, like I said, if you're not really careful with it. You gotta make sure your cuts are perfectly straight and that you have the right angle on it. Otherwise, you can draw a little bit of blood, as I figured out. You'll take a couple shaves to get used to using one of these things. But it's very good. I really like it. And you know, the best part about it is how cheap they are. These blades, I went out and I bought, or I ordered, I didn't go out, I ordered some on eBay. Ordered 100 of them for $7. And these have two sides on them. And the great thing about that is you can shave with this side, and then you just switch it over and start using the other side once this side is loaded up with your shaving gel or whatever, and you just rinse it out, so you're not rinsing your blade off as much, it's not clogging up, and you get your blade lasts twice as long because you have two blades. So you have basically very cheap blades, and you've got two blades on each side, and it's just a really close shave. I really like it. Like I said, it's the best shave I've ever gotten. I think a lot of the reason that you don't see these types of razors marketed, really any at all, by your major brands is because there's no money in them. You buy one of these for $15, $20 and the razors, the replacement blades are so cheap and every brand will fit them. So like with a Gillette, with your contemporary Gillette razors, you can only use your Gillette heads. In fact, you can't even use all Gillette heads, only Gillette heads made for that specific handle. While with this, you can use any double-edged razor. So you don't have to use, if I was to buy one of these by Gillette, I don't have to use Gillette razors. So there's no money in them for these. So I think that's really what's happened, is they've tried to corner their market with that. While with this, it works really well. And let's just go ahead and admit it, guys. This is pretty darn cool, if we can get the camera to focus here. That's a pretty darn cool looking piece of equipment to have sitting on the bathroom counter there. So yeah, that's my little double-edged razor there. I bought this kind of as an impulse buy, and actually I really like it. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like down below and follow me for more videos. Leave me a comment if you have any opinions or suggestions for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.